Hello beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading and this one is all about big changes that are coming your way that you can expect very soon. So what are those big changes that are about to happen in your life? Let's go ahead and find out. If you are new to these videos, I'm going to give you a quick little explanation about how it works. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So you can take a moment to pause the video if you need to in order to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that is linked to your specific card, and then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about big changes that are coming next in your life. If you like to choose with crystals on the cards, let's go ahead and pop some crystals on these cards. All right, my loves, if you'd like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. So over on group number 1, we have some charoite. Group number 2, we have some thulite. Group number 3, we have some Picasso jasper. And then group number 4, we have some malachite. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you need to in order to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you are done choosing, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that is linked to your specific card so that you can skip right ahead to your personal reading all about the big changes that are going to come up in your life next. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you chose this pile, this is going to be a reading all about those big changes. So let's find out what is in store for you. Okay, group number 1. So what we have going on for you, we have the 7 of Pentacles being reversed, the 7 of Swords upright. So 2 7s, which is very significant. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles and then the Page of Swords. One of the first things that Spirit wants to talk about is, like, I'm getting this feeling from this pile that you may currently be dealing with a lot of self-doubt, doubting yourself, feeling like you're being super cautious not to make a mistake. And Spirit really wants to talk about this for a second. The essence of, like, you know, holding ourselves back from fear of making mistakes ends up becoming like a big block to our potential with moving forward. It ends up becoming a block to anything that we could actually become or create or move forward on. And I feel like you haven't been getting the results that you've really been wanting. It kind of seems like things are coming up a little bit short and it's caused you to really doubt yourself. However, the big change that I'm seeing for you, the 7 of Pentacles, when this is reversed, it's kind of like our desires aren't fully blossoming, but the Knight of Pentacles talks about the dedication on something and not giving up on it and how things will start to progress. But let's focus on getting all the details right. Let's focus on creating the best thing that we've ever done. But we have to have the courage and the belief in ourselves. So one of the biggest changes that I'm seeing for you is this dedication to something. And that dedication is going to pay off. That dedication is going to bring results. So I really see you being dedicated on something regardless if, you know, it's kind of been maybe not necessarily given all the results that we've wanted, but it's paying off. Also going to adjust the brightness here just a little bit. Okay. Absolutely. It's going to pay off. And I feel like you're also going to be relieving your mind a little bit. And I see you getting to a place where there's a lot more clarity on where to go and what to do and the decisions to make in your life. I also see you getting a lot less hard on yourself. You've been kind of hard on yourself, and maybe I'm also getting this sense that you've kind of maybe have lost a little bit of who you are. Not that you actually can lose who you are, but I feel like maybe you've been maybe confused about it a little bit. Like there's been this confusion around, who am I? What do I want? What do I want to create? How do I move forward? How do I gain clarity on being able to move forward in the direction that I want to create the results that I want, etc., etc. I feel like there's a little bit of loss there. And I see you really finding yourself again, getting new ideas, getting back on track. And I see lots of progress coming in. And some of you, there's a money thing going on where maybe we feel a little bit short, or maybe it's like we're not really making as much as we'd like. I see a raise coming in for you. I see a total raise coming in for you. Staying on track and putting your best foot forward and doing better work than you've ever done before is going to be what pays off. Like taking things to the next level, even if it's a little bit hard. I really feel like there's a push to do that. And it's going to, again, pay off. It's going to be something that's really good. The double sevens that we have right here, you're going through a lot of growth and learning right now. And the deep questions that you've been asking and the things that you've been wondering and the things that you've been lost about are all about to be answered. All of those answers are about to come to you, and you will see clearly the direction that you need to go in, and you'll gain clarity on those things that you've been asking. Okay, the next card that we have, the porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. So when the porcupine spirit comes up, this is kind of coming back to a place where we do a reset. We do a reset. And if there's things that are not working for us, it's like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's erase all of what's there, and let's figure out how can I put my best foot forward and create something new so that I can try something else that might actually work later on. Because again, something hasn't been working, something hasn't been giving you the results that you want, and we can't continue to do the same thing over and over again expecting different results. We have to go back to the drawing board sometimes. We have to completely erase what is there and then focus on what can we build and how can we put our best foot forward now and not repeat the past. Because continuing to repeat the past is not going to change the results. However, going back to the drawing board, redoing things, renewing it, refreshing it, I really feel like you're about to have a whole reset and refresh on your mind, on your life, and it's gonna bring you to completely brand new places. I'm seeing so much clarity coming through for you. So much clarity, and I'm seeing your mind coming more at ease in the future as well. Let's see what else we get here. We also have the psychic protection card. So when this one comes up, we greatly need to protect our energy and our mind, and we may need to protect it from other people. Maybe other people don't have the best intentions for us, and we need to get rid of like energy vampires, people who drain our energy and make us feel negative. Or psychic protection can also indicate our own way of thinking and our own way of treating ourselves. So is there a way that you're currently treating yourself that may not be the best? Okay, we also have divine guidance. There could also be someone in your life, and this would likely be an earth sign person. So this would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, most likely, that may give you really good advice, or you may know a person like this who may help shift your life in a big way. I'm feeling like there's someone who's really protective over you. And I feel like they're going to help you feel better when you talk to them. Again, I feel like this is an earth sign person. And I really feel like they want the best for you. And talking to them may give like really good guidance, support, and advice. We also have the energy card that came through for you. For one, just to point out the obvious, whenever this card comes up, it can indicate that we have like an energy up level coming our way. So we're gonna upgrade our energy. You're gonna have more energy, especially if you've been feeling low and down. I see more energy coming your way, and I see this happening in about 13 days. I'm really getting the number or the feeling of days from this number. And there's gonna be like a boost in energy, like more motivation coming your way. And I feel like it's gonna come through this guidance and this understanding of where to go and what to do. And it's gonna be a big shift in your energy. And it's gonna help you get more grounded. I see you getting more grounded. I feel like you've been really in your mind lately. But one of the biggest changes for you is you're getting more grounded, more at peace, more present, and it's going to help boost your energy. Let's go ahead and see some more cards that we can get for you here. So group one, what other big changes do we have for my group ones? I'm really feeling like that card wanted to come out. We have love. I'm feeling like self-love is massively coming through, and also things that you're passionate about. Reawakening drive and passion, connecting more with your body, especially if you've been ignoring like signals from your body. I feel like your body's been trying to tell you things, whether that be through your emotions or through physical things that have been going on. Your body's been trying to tell you things. And I feel like you've been stressing yourself out with overthinking, and your body has been feeling that stress. Like that stress might be manifesting into like physical tiredness or other physical things going on. And the more that we can come back to self-love and we can let go of like the stress that's been going on, this is going to bring you back into balance, and it's going to bring your energy back. I really feel like your mind has been siphoning your energy away because of that self-doubt, or even hearing the word regret on something. You've been siphoning your energy away from you by thinking negative and allowing the stressful thoughts to come through. And it's been an extra weight that I'm really seeing is going to be gone in about a week to 2 weeks from now. Some of you, it might take up to 3 weeks, but I really feel like it's a short amount of time, and this won't be lasting anymore, and it'll be a really big shift for you, a really big change. I highly recommend connecting with your guides if there is something that you really want to know, like a question that you really want answered, or something that you need assistance with figuring out, or if you need guidance on something. I really highly recommend meditating and connecting to your guides. And even if you've never connected to your guides before, all of us have the ability to connect to our guides. We can even just write down an intention. So write down in a journal or something what your question is and ask for help from your guides within the next week. Ask to receive help, and you might receive dreams that might speak symbolically to you and give you help and guidance symbolically through your dreams. Or you may see different signs and symbols, like for example, repeating numbers or song lyrics getting stuck in your head, or you could stumble across like a conversation, or maybe a video is going to pop up or something, and somehow the words that are spoken are going to have like the guidance from spirit just to come through with that. But I'm really just seeing focusing on self-love. Okay, focusing on self-love is going to really help you, and just focusing on how can I be my best self? How can I put the best foot forward here? I'm really seeing that those things are going to help you greatly. Also, I apologize for the person drilling outside if you can hear that. This neighborhood is still under construction, so there's all kinds of noises every day. Let's see. So we also have bronze coming through, which is the card of expansion. These two are wanting to come out too. And then we also have rest. Yes, it is so important to rest. You know, I'm really getting this feeling of balance, because at the same time, while this reading is absolutely pointing to putting your best foot forward and really up-leveling yourself and enhancing what it is that you do, which does take a lot of energy, Spirit is also saying to balance that with proper rest, to make sure that you're making the time for proper rest, even if it means that you have to sacrifice time on your phone or other things like that. Like, how can we get proper rest and relaxation where we can maybe stretch a bit? I'm hearing that stretching is going to help your body a lot. It's going to help your body loosen up and get rid of any aches or pains, especially if you've been having that. Rest and stretching is going to help that. So I'd highly recommend doing like yin yoga or more of a restorative yoga flow, something like that. I feel like that would be really helpful, or just stretching in general. And it's interesting that we have light gray and dark gray and bronze as the colors that are coming up for you. That's interesting. So we have bronze, dark gray, and then light gray. The light gray is the cheer. And it kind of balances again. So we have this idea of balance, balancing the rest and the movement, balancing both of those. So again, that message is coming through again. With the light gray card coming up, one thing I'm hearing is to brighten up your life, either wearing light colored clothes or opening more windows, letting more light in, getting more light in your life is going to boost your mood. It's going to make you more happy. That's another last message that I'm hearing. And this is all going to contribute to the big change that's coming in. And I really see you finding more balance, and Spirit just had advice that they wanted to give throughout this reading about how to enhance this big change, how to enhance this expansion that's coming your way. And again, a lot of this big change is balance in your body. Your body is coming into balance. Your mind and your mentality is coming into balance to where you are more cheerful, more rested, you have more energy, you have more love, more passion to share. I see your heart opening up. I see your heart coming into more of a passionate state, which is amazing. And I really see your thoughts and your mind coming to so much better of a place. That sentence was very grammatically all over the place, but your mind is going to be so much better, so much calmer, so much more at peace, at ease. And I feel like your thoughts are going to be much more positive, uplifting, and optimistic. And I see that big change happening for you within this next month. Okay, so I feel like rolling the Astro dice to get any last info on here. So let's see. Group 1, any last info for my group 1? So we have Saturn in Virgo in the first house, perfectionism of the self and enhancement of the self. Saturn can rule our bones. So if you've been feeling like pain in your joints, in your bones, in your body, again, this is pointing to healing that through restorative rest and stretching. That's coming through in the Astro dice as well. I'm also hearing a message of take care of your body, even in the small ways. And really starting to find balance with yourself, your self-image. Finding healing around your self-image is a huge thing that's coming through. Healing for your self-image. Healing for your self-image. Healing for your body. This could also be doing things that help your body get into more health and more balance, because Virgo can talk about her health. And Saturn is discipline. What kind of things do we need to be more disciplined with when it comes to our health and our body? What do we need to be more disciplined with? That's another thing that I see you're going to be successful at. You're going to be very successful at making the physical commitments to yourself and the physical changes that you're looking for. I really see that turning out really well for you, and I see your health improving from that, and I see a lot of things getting better. So if you've been wanting to shift yourself in that way or commit to something that's healthier, I really see that being a big benefit to you. So your big changes, lots of healing of the self, lots of self-transformation, committing to something that's going to be healthier for your body. And I really see a bodily transformation happening. So whether that be losing weight or gaining muscle or eating healthy, I'm seeing a bodily improvement happening. I really need to say that in those last 3 little astro dice that we have, there's like bodily improvement, feeling good about your body, feeling the progress, and a commitment to it. So that is what we have here to end us off, my group number ones. I hope you enjoyed this reading and this video. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye. All right, so my group number twos, if you chose this pile for your reading all about those big changes, let's go ahead and find out what is in store for you. Okay, wow, group number two, there is something big happening for you. We have the Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Ten of Swords, and the Star. They're all right side up. The Tower and the Ten of Swords are such massively powerful cards, and so is the Star, and so is the Queen of, like, this is a very powerful reading right here. You are closing out a chapter of hardship in your life. That is one of the biggest things that is coming up here. If you've been struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, in any way, shape, or form, that is coming to a close. And it is a full closing. I have to say this. It is a full closing. This is not a chapter that is going to reopen again. This is not something that is going to creep back up later on. There is a full closing of a difficult chapter of your life. It is fully closing. Like, that book is, it's not even a chapter, it's like an entire book. That book is closing and you are opening up a brand new one. I also find it quite interesting because the Star card is actually the one that directly comes after the Tower, like in the natural order of the tarot. And so I just find that really interesting. Like, for example, the Roman numerology on the Tower card is 16, and then this one is 17. So it's like one right after the other. You're moving to the next phase, you're moving to the next stage. And the Ten of Swords also talks about a very closing of a chapter, okay? And you'll never have to revisit it. You are going to completely close it to where you're emotionally over it, and there won't be any lingering stuff that still needs healing. There won't be any lingering stuff that still needs to be looked at in the future. No, to be clear, it is fully closing away. And the Queen of Wands here, I feel like there is this aspect of yourself that is reawakening. This more optimistic, fun, energetic part of you is reawakening, but it's going to be different than it was before. Somehow you've matured. There's like a cleansing, and you're just raising your vibe and becoming like a much more integrated, wise, and powerful human being. So much more powerful and wise. So I think that there's times where you've reminisced on your past, where things used to be bright and things used to be happy. And I feel like you've been thinking back to that time a lot and wishing you could go back and wondering, like, why can't things be good again? Why can't things be happy like that again? And Spirit is saying that it's not quite going to go back to the same type of way that it used to be. However, you are getting your happiness back. You are getting the optimism, spontaneity, the fun, laughter, bright, bubbly kind of like energy again. That's coming back. But this time, you've integrated deep wisdom. You've integrated deep lessons. So that's what I mean by it's not the same. It's not the same because I feel like also if you look back on the older version of yourself, there might be a slight, maybe not immaturity, I feel like that's a negative word, but you know, there was a youngness that I also feel like you've outgrown. You are much more wise. You are much more mature. The wisdom that you've gained has up-leveled you in completely different ways. So now this fun, bubbly, optimistic, spontaneous version of you that is reawakening is going to be integrated into this more wise and happy and blissful, peaceful, balanced version of you. Like, what I'm really seeing is these two cards, if you can add them together, this is like the new you, these two cards. I really see like there's this bathing that's happening over your energy. There's this washing away that is happening of your energy. And oh man, just the feeling that I'm getting from this pile is so beyond positive. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. And I'm hearing that you're embracing what you've been through in a positive way. You're no longer going to see it as a bad thing. You're going to be looking at that and be like, wow, that made me so much more wise. That made me so much more powerful, so much more strong. Like, I feel like after you're fully done closing this chapter, you won't see it as a bad thing anymore. You're going to integrate all the wisdom from that, and you're going to be very thankful for that wisdom. You're going to be like, that wisdom was worth it. There's a refresh. I also feel like one of the big changes, I see you getting rid of a lot of junk as well. So like physical junk that's just laying around. I see you getting rid of that. I see you doing a big cleansing and clean out. And I'm also hearing from Spirit. Spirit wants to say that as you do that big clean out and cleanse out of your home, of your life, of all the things that you have, as you do that clean out, it is going to refresh your energy, and it's symbolically getting rid of like old things from the past as well. It's also helping you kind of like refresh and renew. And I'm really seeing that. I see you holding on to the essentials, and I see those being kind of like the backbone to build a new foundation with, to build a new book with, a new story. I see you awakening into your power, and I see a very powerful new chapter opening for you, a very powerful new chapter where I think you're going to do something really big. I think there's going to be a big new passion, maybe. I want Spirit to give me the right word for this. It's a new, I guess passion could be the right word. I feel like you're going to do something. There's an action that you're going to be doing. Maybe a project you're pursuing or something like this. And it's going to be on a much grander scale than what you've done before, because there's going to be a new belief in yourself, a new strength in yourself, a new backbone that you have that's going to really take you to the next level. Let's go ahead and see what else we have for you. We have the antelope spirit. Ooh, I love the antelope spirit. That's one of my favorite animal spirit cards. So this one says life is speeding up. If it's felt slow to you, if things have been progressing slowly, that is about to shift. I really feel like you're going to be gliding through life. It's not like it's moving so fast that you feel like, whoa, I can't keep up. Not in that way. What I'm feeling is that there's this sort of flow, you know, kind of like that really fun feeling when you are on like an open road and you're having like the most amazing music playing and it feels like you're just gliding along the road. It's that feeling. That feeling is going to be sort of the encompassing emotion of your life. It just feels like things are easy, things are happening, we're making progress, and it's just flowy. It's an open road. There's no obstacles. There's no other cars that we're needing to swerve around and whatnot. It's like this open road where we feel there's a sense of freedom too, a sense of freedom, a sense of creativity, and a sense of flow coming in. So that's beautiful. What else do we have? We also have the authenticity card. So I'm hearing that speaking your voice is going to become so much more easy. And I see you, oh, your throat chakra is opening. Something with speaking is opening for you. I think that there's something to deal with communication. So this could be writing, speaking, making content, something creative. There's a creative expression, a creative outlet, either with speaking or with videos or with something creative, maybe even writing, that your throat chakra is opening. I'm also hearing that your sacral chakra, the one that deals with relationships and is also connected to our reproductive organs, that is also healing. I see more passion coming into your life and you connecting to your more passionate energies, you connecting to your sexuality in a more passionate way. Sorry if that's not PG right there, but yeah. We also have friendship. Okay. I see your friendships are changing. I feel like you might get really close to a new particular person in your life, and it's a very authentic friendship rather than one where we feel like we need to hide, or we feel like we need to kind of put on a mask, or we feel like we're not fully understood. This person you're going to see eye to eye with. I really see you having a new person in your life that you connect to on a deep level. We also have true love come to me. I'm hearing self-love from this hugely, and connecting to people that really love the authentic you, that you feel like you can open up with so deeply. You can really reveal who you are, and you feel loved and accepted for that. I really see your relationship shifting, and I don't feel like it's going to be a hard thing either. I feel like it's a very natural shift. Like, it's just like you're moving towards friendships that are authentic, and the ones that aren't will just kind of naturally, like, we just won't see them as much in a very natural way. It's not some confrontational thing where we need to be like, hey, I'm breaking this friendship off. I don't see that. What I see is just this nice gliding towards like newer people that are on the same page as you. So let's go ahead and see what else we get. We also have, sacred sexuality. What was I saying earlier about how I feel like you're connecting deeper to your inner passions, let's say, and your awakening your sexuality in a new way, like connecting to it in a new way, feeling more of like a goddess type of energy, loving yourself more. Again, sorry if that's not very like PG, but yeah, there's like just connecting to your inner passions more, because the sacred sexuality also doesn't have to talk about like our actual sexuality. This can also talk about our creative drive. So your creative drive, I feel like, is up-leveling. I also see you taking care of yourself better in a more intimate way, focusing on your intimate health. That's something that's coming through. Let's see what else we get for you. So group 2, what else do we have for my group 2s for the big changes? We also have the wildling. Ooh, there could be something that you're thinking about changing about yourself. Whenever this card comes up, it kind of gives me the feeling of either cutting your hair, changing something about yourself, changing your style in some way. I feel like that's going to be another big change that you do. I'm also seeing you allowing yourself to be more free, something that you kind of always wanted to do, but you're like, oh, maybe I'm not going to do that. I feel like you're kind of saying yes to something that you've kind of always wanted to do, but maybe kept putting it off because it wasn't the right time. I'm seeing you do that. Okay, it's another big change that's coming through. Let's go ahead and see any last cards for you, and then we're going to get into a little bit of Astro Dice here. So group 2, what else do we have for those big changes? Oh, we have the rainbow coming up for you. Oh, I love it. Okay, the rainbow, simplify. So the simplify card kind of touches on what we were talking about earlier, about being a little bit more minimal, getting rid of like junk, getting rid of things that have been, I don't know, just collecting dust and haven't really been like used. I see you getting rid of that. We also have aqua, growth. This is emotional healing. Emotional healing, connecting to your other chakras, you're becoming so much more balanced. Your energy's radiating and becoming so much more balanced. I'm seeing all of this happening, by the way, within the next 3 to 4 months. Again, it is a general reading, so I usually give like the widest time frame that spirit shows to me. So the widest time frame for anyone watching group 2 is about 3 to 4 months that you're going to feel this new energy happening. However, for some people, that's going to happen a lot sooner. That's going to happen within the next month for some people. The maximum time frame that it's going to take for everyone watching is about 3 to 4 months. max. There will be this big energy of simplifying your life, getting rid of things, and it's going to allow your energy to radiate, because it's almost like you're getting rid of things that were kind of just like a stress. You know, when we have so much clutter around, that it clutters our mind and it makes us feel like there's so much to do. However, when we can simplify things, we can throw things away, get rid of stuff, be more minimal, it allows us to be more focused and allows us to free up our time, to free up our energy, our mental space, our emotional space. And I'm really seeing like that's going to be a very big benefit for you. So to end off our reading, let's go ahead and roll the Astro dice to get any last messages here. So we have the South Node, which talks about your past. We also have the South Node being in Capricorn in the first house. The first house seems to want to come up a lot lately. So something about the old you. The old you is coming up. Something about the old version of you, your personal past, how you used to look maybe. Like maybe we're becoming a perfectionist with how we used to look, or how we used to be. However, there's a new you that's coming out, and Spirit wants to say that you have the potential to be even better than your past right now, and you are moving towards becoming even better from your past. Look at the past you. It's almost like you are taking all the good things from your past and adding them on to the goodness of what you've learned in the future as the future self. I also am hearing like putting effort into yourself for improvement, falling in love with yourself again, realizing the beauty of the present moment, realizing the beauty of you. That's what's coming through there. So this could also indicate awakening like an old gift or talent from the past that maybe we haven't focused on in a while. It can also indicate that. So it's the last little message that I'll leave this reading off with. Thank you so much for joining me here, group number 2s. I hope you enjoyed this video, this reading. I am sending you so much love, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. All right, so my group number 3s, if you chose this pile, this is going to be the reading that indicates what big changes you can expect coming into your life next. Okay, group 3, something that you've been stuck on is changing. Something that you felt stuck on. This could be stuck on a relationship, stuck on the past, stuck on hopes and dreams that maybe didn't quite give us what we wanted. Things like this. There is a major shift coming in that's going to help you let go. Let go. Part of you hasn't wanted to make change in your life because of all of the progress that you've created so far. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps speaking about this. This could be a relationship, a career, this could be so many different things. However, there's been this energy where we haven't wanted to move on because we've put so much into it. So why would we want to change it? Why would we want to give that up? But wow, there is a big shift coming in that's calling you to move on. It's calling you to be open to new ideas. There's a new exciting thing coming actually. A new exciting opportunity coming for you. The Knight of Cups with the King of Swords. There is a new opportunity coming your way. Something that's calling your emotions to a new place. I'm getting so many goosebumps talking about this. Wow. I also want to mention that we have so many cup cards. So your emotions are going to be very strong. Your intuition is going to be very strong. It's going to be pulling you into a new place, pulling you towards new endeavors, new exciting things. And there is a new opportunity coming in that is going to pull you away from your past, or pull you away from something that's even still going on in your present. It's pulling you away from that, calling you to seek for your happiness, to be on a quest for your happiness. I feel like there's something that's been a bit unfulfilling in the present. It hasn't been quite fulfilling, but it's been fulfilling enough for us to kind of stay. However, I'm seeing you on a quest to really find that true fulfillment. You're on a mission for it, and you are going to find it. Yes, 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 you are. There also could be an important person in your life. They could be a water sign or an air sign. The water signs are Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and the air signs are Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So I feel like there's an important person coming into your life that's going to be one of those signs. They're most likely an air sign though, most likely. So again, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This person is going to really help you on your journey of finding yourself, of going on this new opportunity. This person could be part of this new opportunity. And this is bringing you somewhere pretty exciting. I feel like you're never going to look backwards ever again. I feel like this is going to be a really exciting new chapter for you. Let's go ahead and pull another card here. So the spirit animal card that we have for you is the Sandpiper Spirit of Be Playful. So instead of taking things so seriously, instead of looking at things that are maybe unchangeable, or looking at things that are not really giving us what we desire and looking at them in a way of like, oh, and taking them all so seriously and feeling that weight, the Sandpiper Spirit comes through to be like, no, 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 let's air it out. Let's be playful. Let's be playful about all of the things that we have to do. Let's be playful about our circumstances so that we can come back to the fun, the optimism, the emotional lightheartedness, so that we can begin to move forward. Because whenever we have emotional weight, it feels like physical weight and it stops us from moving forward. It's literally like carrying around huge weights with you. It slows things down. However, what I'm hearing for you is if you're wanting to get to a particular goal, bringing in more of that playful energy again and allowing that playful energy to come through is going to allow you to move through things with a breeze, because it makes us lighter. We always think about playfulness as this light, kind of fun sort of feeling where emotions feel light, everything feels light. We are able to make progress. We are able to move forward so much easier when we invite in that playful energy. And I'm seeing that that is going to be what's coming in for you. There's a new opportunity and there's a playfulness that's going to be brought out. There's a playfulness that you're going to begin taking on. And Spirit says, if you want things to move faster, take on that playful energy even faster and start to embody that now. And it's going to invite in these new experiences that much faster for you. Let's see what else we get. We also have organization, getting your life together, getting things organized. There may be something in your life right now that requires more organization. Maybe we're needing to plan something a little bit more, getting our ducks in a row. I'm hearing that important papers need to be signed or finished or filed, documented, looked at, reviewed. All these different things. There's something to deal with paperwork for some of you. What is this paperwork? And let's get it done. And let's look at it so that we know what we're doing. I'm hearing organizing your decisions. And I'm seeing that this is going to bring you to a new place. To a new place somehow. Having more of a playful energy. Realizing that all things can be viewed in this playful, fun way. And when we can come back to that childhood innocence within us, that playfulness, it helps us progress in life and it helps us have more fun with all the things that are going on. We also have courage coming through. The courage to make shifts, to make changes. This could be a change that you've been thinking about for a while that's been on the back burner, and now we're finally like, okay, let's do it. I have the courage. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do it. There's a playfulness though, playfulness with the courage to overcome certain fears, to overcome certain hurdles that we've been faced with. We also have the Harvest card coming in. Whenever this one comes through, it talks about our hard work paying off. Our hard work is paying off. The hard work that you put in now is going to pay off later. The hard work that you've been putting in, the abundance is coming, the growth is coming. Your harvest is soon to come. The blooming of those seeds that you've been planting, it is coming. I'm hearing the example, Spirit wants me to share this. So, you know when you're cooking food and when you're literally just staring at the stove, waiting for it to cook, it feels like it takes so long for that food to cook when we just keep staring at it and we're like, please. But if we go off and like sort of do something, not that we should cook while we're distracted, but however, I know for myself when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a side salad while I'm cooking this other thing, that food on that pan on the stove cooks so fast to the point where I need to take breaks between like chopping my salad, where I'm like, oh, okay, that's cooking. So Spirit wanted me to share that example because I feel like you've been staring at something, waiting for the results for so long, and you've just been thinking about it every second of the day, waiting for the results, wondering, when is this going to come? When is this going to happen? When is this going to be finished? And that's why it's moving slowly. However, if you come back to the playfulness and if you have fun and you go off and live your best life while your manifestations are growing, they're going to grow so fast. It's like, so I have these plants in my house that bloom new flowers or new leaves, I guess, leaves. And it's crazy because one morning the leaf will look like it's just now coming out. It's just this brand new leaf that's just pushing out of the stem. But then the next day I look at the leaf and it's already fully out. And these are big leaves we're talking about. These are like foot-long leaves that my plant spurts out. So it's pushing out like a foot-long leaf in one day, in 24 hours, which is just crazy that it's moving that much. But the reason why I share this again, if I stare at my plant and I try to see the movement of that leaf coming out, I will never see it. I don't see it. It looks like it's not moving. But if I kind of ignore it and I go on my day and then I look back at it the next day, I'm like, whoa, look at that progress. Spirit is saying, if you have not been seeing your progress, it is because you're looking so closely with that magnifying glass, trying to find the progress. And it's going to look stagnant when you do that. It's going to look stagnant. However, if you go off, live your life, and if you have fun, you will see great progress. You're going to see how fast that progress is actually taking place. It's very quick, but we haven't been seeing it. We've been, again, staring at it, trying to see the growth, but it's like we don't really see the growth when we do that. It's so weird how that works, but yeah. So go off and have fun, and you're going to see that your harvest is so bloomed and so blossomed by the time you look back at it. You're gonna be like, wait, what? There's a lot of progress there. But sometimes we need to look away, focus on other things that, you know, that we need to do in the meantime, that we should be focusing on in the meantime, and then it really helps all of that progress. Let's see, what is this card? We have manifest. Look at that. Spirit had to say that if you're wondering, is this thing going to manifest? It is in the process. It is already here. It's done. Once we look away for a little bit, it'll have time to actually grow and blossom to where we see the progress of it. It is manifested. You've done all the work. The universe is at play to bring you all that you've wanted. The strings are already taking place. Your reality is shifting right now. So group 3, one thing I can absolutely 100% tell you, your life is shifting. You've been asking for some shifts. Those shifts are 100% coming. The universe is just shifting all the things that it needs to right now in order to put you in alignment, in order to create the alignment with the changes that you've been trying to manifest. All of it's at play right now. And the universe is conspiring in your favor. That is a message that really wanted to come through, is the universe is conspiring in your favor. Also, I wanted to take out my next cards, but since I was shuffling these, let's get one more from here too. We have ascension coming through, so a big up level in your energy, a big upgrade. There's some sort of upgrade you're getting. There's an upgrade here. What is upgrading? I feel like your energy is upgrading. What you've been trying to manifest is going through an upgrade. I'm hearing that what you have been trying to manifest is going to be better than what you expect. It's going to be better than what you expect. Let's see some other cards here. We have Marigold, the Illusion card. Let's see what else we get here. And then we also have Indigo, Determination. Getting this feeling of balance from both of those. Those two colors are kind of like the opposite of themselves on the color wheel. And it's giving me this feeling of balance. There's balance coming into your life. I also feel a more colorful version of you coming out. Like a version of you that's like, oh, I want to wear color, because it reflects like a colorful life. I'm also hearing from Spirit that wearing color is going to bring in more of a colorful life for you as well. What you've been wanting is coming. Be playful about it. Allow it to unfold. Rather than holding on to the strings so tight that we don't allow movement, loosen up the reins, have fun, and the universe will move accordingly to help you manifest your desires. I think some of you are at this like point where you've been really questioning a lot of things, questioning them because, also let me turn down my brightness for a second. That's getting really bright here. Here we go. Because you've been seeking answers so deeply to the point that you're almost lost and confused. You know, sometimes when we dig for answers so deeply and we're not satisfied with any answer that we get, we end up kind of losing ourselves a little bit. We end up getting more confused. And Spirit is saying, just let go. Let go for a moment, have fun, allow the laughter back in. Don't take things too seriously. Loosen up. There's this energy of loosening up. And I feel like this looser energy is going to help you move and manifest. Loosening up. Even just adding in more actual movement in your day is something that's going to help you manifest as well. But again, back to like the big changes that are actually inevitably happening. I feel like Spirit always gives advice in these readings. Advice always comes through. But back to the reading of what's changing. You are getting out of illusion. You're gaining clarity. There is a new playful energy that's going to be coming about. Again, if you embody that playful energy sooner, it's going to manifest a lot of things sooner for you. But I'm seeing a looser energy coming in. Looser, more fun, more up-leveled. This version of you that trusts and sees results and knows that things are growing because, you know, I just have to trust that my plant is somehow growing because I don't see it grow. However, when I look at it after about a day, I see the growth. But if I stare at it, I don't see the growth. So this is about loosening up, trusting that it is growing, and you're going to see the progress from there. So let's go ahead and end off this reading with some Astro Dice. So group 3, let's see what these Astro Dice have to say. We have Uranus in Aquarius in the 3rd house. Things are shifting in your mind. Things are shifting in communication. Things are shifting within the immediate people that are in your life. I think your friendships might be shifting, or you might get some unexpected news from a friend who might offer like an opportunity or some insight. Something's shifting in your everyday world. I feel like there's also a schedule shift for you, shifting how you spend your time. Something unexpected here when it comes to, if some of you work in social media or you're a writer or a speaker of some kind, there's some sort of creative shift that's happening that's going to allow you to expand into more creativity and more fun. I also see an unexpected opportunity coming for you. This could be like a media opportunity, so such as like getting an article written about you, or social media recognition or something like this. So if some of you work in that area, specifically if you work in that area, or if you're trying to work in that area, I see new opportunities coming your way there. So yeah, new big opportunities there. That is what we have for you, my group number 3s. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it gave you some guidance on what to expect for those big changes, what is coming your way, and how to work with those energies. So I'm sending you so much love, group number 3. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I will see you next time. Bye. All right, so my group number 4s, if you chose this pile, this is what's going to be indicating and revealing to us what those big changes are that are coming into your life next. So let's go ahead and find out what they are. All right, so group 4, here's what we have for you. We have divine wisdom, the 3 of Pentacles being reversed, the 9 of Cups being reversed, and then the 9 of Wands being reversed. So we have 2 9s here. The number 9 is quite significant. It is the closing of a chapter. And one of the first kind of feelings that I got from this group is this feeling of leaving behind something that we're no longer very passionate about. So what is it that we've maybe lost passion in, or what is something that we're just not vibing with anymore? I feel like there's different parts of your life that you're just not vibing with anymore. It could just be something old that you're just no longer feeling. It could be the way you've decorated. It could be a job. It could be like... It could be anything, right? It could be certain people in your life that we're just no longer vibing with. So whatever this thing is, there's a message of a big shift coming through, is leaving behind something. And I'm also getting a message of something that hasn't been working the way we want it to, and then learning how we can make it work. How we can make it work. Or does it need to be completely revamped and renewed into something else, into something different? I'm hearing that another big change is I'm hearing spontaneous travel. So there could be something where there is spontaneous travel coming up for you. And I keep hearing a spontaneous leaving behind. Leaving behind, moving on, letting yourself be free from something, letting yourself be free, moving on, not letting it weigh on you anymore. Gaining clarity, getting the clarity that you need so that you can move on in a fresh and free way. So that is also coming through there. Freedom is a big thing in this one. Oh my goodness. And then look at the next card we have. We have the Groundhog Spirit, which says time to let go. Okay. If we didn't need that to be any clearer, here we go. There's something that I feel like you are ready to let go of. It's just not, I feel like you finished a certain chapter and you're ready to move on to something new. Something that's going to provide new excitement. This could also be a revamp, I want to mention, but letting go of the old way that things used to be. This could be a revamp, approaching it differently, or just completely letting it go and moving on to something completely new. Freeing up your time, freeing up your space. Ooh, freeing up your time. That is a big thing. That Spirit was like, yup, that. If your schedule has been really packed, and especially packed with things that you're not very inspired by and not very excited about, I see you freeing up your time, saying no to things that you don't want anymore. And it's going to feel so good for you. It is going to feel so good for you to say no and to walk away from things that just no longer feel good for you. Yep. That is a huge change that's coming for you, is saying no, freeing up your time, freeing up your schedule. We also have the card of healing coming through. So healing from something, if there is something going on that requires healing, whether in the mind, body, soul, or emotions, anything around that. Another big change would be a healing of your body, healing of the mind and the soul. We also have the card of victory coming through. Your success, I see that your success and your ability to succeed is tied to you following your dreams, following what feels good for you. It's a victory for you to say no right now to something. It is a victory for you to say no. Saying no to things that are also bad for your health and bad for your healing. Drawing proper boundaries. You are going to be victorious as you draw the proper boundaries that are in the way of you and your healing and of you and your happiness. It's time to let go of things. It is time to say no. And it is time for your healing and to focus on you. Every time you say no to something you don't want, you also simultaneously are saying yes to what you do want. Right? We also have the card of trust coming through. Being able to trust yourself, to trust your feelings. I feel like another big change that's coming for you, because I feel like there's been this questioning whether or not that your feelings are true, questioning whether or not that your feelings are accurate, and whether or not that you should follow your gut and your feelings. And one of the biggest changes that's coming for you is to feel so connected to your emotions and to feel so trusting of your emotions. I'm seeing that that's such a big thing coming for you, is this ability to trust your feelings, to trust what you've been noticing. Let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. So group 4, what else do we have for my group 4s? Get wild. So rather than just doing the average everyday thing and living the same day over and over again, I see you shifting things up greatly in your life. It's time to shift things up. Time to let the wild side out a little bit more. We do also have Ask Body. This one came up for another group too, which is interesting. We also have Patience. I feel like pulling one more from this deck. There we go. The Creator. Oh, I love it. So I see your energy. I see you setting yourself free. Setting yourself free. Rather than feeling tied down by certain things. You're calling back your freedom. You're calling back your own sovereignty. I see you really letting loose. I see so much freedom coming into your life and the feeling that you've let a big weight go. And it's gonna allow you to feel wild and free. Trusting your instincts, trusting your emotions, trusting your body. Your body and your emotions have been physically telling you that you don't want something anymore, or that you want to make a change in your life of some kind. Your whole body and your emotions have been telling you that, and I really feel like this big change is about you trusting that, trusting your body, trusting your emotions, and grabbing hold of your ability to create anything that you desire, to make those changes. You have the ability to call the shots on your own life. Nobody else is in control of you, your mind, what you're meant to do, what you're meant to create. You are the holder of your own creativity. And I see you grabbing back hold of that again. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. This card at the very bottom just like slid out, so we're gonna go with it. Spiritual growth. Spiritual growth is coming up for you. Learning deep spiritual lessons. I feel like it's not like it's not a hard spiritual lesson. I feel like your spiritual lesson and your spiritual growth is about learning how to honor yourself, honor your gut instincts, your body, your mind, your emotions, and what those are telling you, and how you've been genuinely feeling. We also have ginger of transformation. I do see really big transformations coming up for you. A transformation of your life. A transformation of something that is no longer really fitting with you anymore. Allowing yourself to be liberated from that instead of trying to squeeze it to fit. Spirit's showing me a puzzle right now, and as if you're taking the wrong piece and trying to make it fit. I feel like you feel like something is the wrong piece and you've been forcing it to try to fit, but it's like it just doesn't. And it just doesn't look good. It doesn't match. It's not the right piece. And I see you being able to transform that, finding the right piece, finding what fits, and having the freedom to explore again, having the freedom to get wild and, you know, sift through, try out different puzzle pieces to find out what fits this puzzle. I see you having more fun and more freedom here, more liberation. And it's more fun to do that rather than try to force a certain piece to fit if it doesn't. So let's go ahead. I can't believe we've only been doing this reading for like 11 and a half minutes. I feel like we need to pull more cards on this. So let's see. What should we do? Let's go ahead and dive deeper into these cards. Let's get some more cards for you. Group 4. Let's see if there's any other cards that want to come up. Okay, we have Olive of Hope. I feel like your ability to trust and have faith is being renewed, because maybe through this process of going through, you know, puzzle pieces that aren't really fitting, it can cause us to lose trust in ourselves. It can cause us to lose trust in our decision making. However, Spirit is saying it was the right piece for a while. However, it's not anymore. And now it's time to find the right piece. And you will find the right piece. And some pieces are meant to last, while others are meant to only be temporary. So let's go ahead and take our Astro Dice and get any last infos on this reading. So we have the Moon in Virgo in the 12th house. Ooh, the 12th house of the mind, the subconscious, our creativity. With the Moon, which is our emotions. Listen, what feelings are you suppressing and not wanting to accept? What feelings are you trying to brush off? Or what feelings have you been hiding? Because the Moon in the 12th house, this is about our emotions and needing to uncover them, be honest about them, listening to our emotions on an intuitive level. What action do we maybe need to take with these emotions, and how can we allow our emotions to heal us and guide us towards a better outcome? Yes. I also feel like there's going to be a new creative spark coming for you. There could also be a new creative work opportunity coming for you as well. So Moon in Virgo in the 12th house can be also a new creative work opportunity. This could be a new creative idea that you get that you're like, oh, I'm excited to pursue that. So that can also be another aspect of what our Astro Dice are showing us. So that is our reading, group number 4. Those are the big changes that you can expect. I also see you coming out of your shell. You're coming out of your shell. More confidence. You're shining new growth that you've learned. Some part of you is ready to shine. It's ready to come out of the shell, ready to be revealed, ready for the next stage, ready for the next step. Ready to get something off your chest as well. To speak your truth, to be authentic. That's also coming through. I also see you healing your emotions. Being able to trust your emotions again, because some of you have maybe started to lose trust in your feelings and your emotions because maybe they brought you to wrong places before. However, they actually haven't. They've been leading you down a journey, and I feel like you're learning how to fully trust your emotions again and how to trust them on a level where you know what your emotions are speaking, you know what they're saying. having the trust in your feelings and knowing when something's just a fear versus when it's an intuitive knowing and things like that. There's a difference between emotions such as fear coming up or emotions such as actual intuitive insight and an inner knowing, right? So that is what I'll leave you off with. I feel like you are developing deeper spiritually. Your psychic senses are growing. You're coming out of your shell. You are understanding things better, and you are saying no to things that are no longer in alignment with you. And you are grabbing hold of being the creator of your reality and making transitions and transformations that you've been really wanting to make. So that is what we have here for you, my beautiful group number 4s. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am sending you so much love, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!